Welcome back, everybody. I just want to make a shorter video covering the new system of Spotlight Catch. As you can see, it's gone now from here. But what you can also see is... Oh yeah, you can get series... Also, I missed two things in my other video, so I'm just going to do this one. You can get Series 3 cards from these. That's also why I just have them all, so I forgot it for a second there. But yeah, that's why I highly... do not recommend using 650 shards. They were 1,000, now it's 650 for a Series 3. Do not use your collector's tokens for that. And you can get them through there. Just don't do it. And here we go. We should be able to see, yeah, see here's 3,000 collector shards. This is at 14,770. And then if we go up to 120 later, it'll be 14,890. So that's the same. And technically, just to keep it short, the gist of it is, you can find other content creators that'll show the math and everything. Let me know in the comment section down below if you actually want me to vet that, and just to see if that's actually true or not. But anyway, you essentially get 50% more, essentially, is what you're getting in a 13-week period. And you find it by clicking the cards over here. Here's just this new stuff just in case you didn't see it. And more deals are giving away these collectors. This spends money on free to play. I don't recommend spending any money in this game, but there's a way to actually get these cards. And if you are getting gold value back, or collector value back, that's kind of equivalent. We'll cover that stuff. And then we go to and then this is here too. The rest of the Michael even Spotlight Catch. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the video up. It had like 9 of these here. It is a very high value one, but you can check my other 20-minute video where I break down and show that stuff. But yeah, I will show the part 2 for this one here though, just to show that they did do that. And then yeah, just click cards over here. Then here's the new stuff. I really want a Hydra Stomper, but I do not want to spend like I do want all these what if cards. Don't get me wrong there. I do literally want them all. It's one of my all-time favorite shows. It's Marvel's What Ifs that these come from. But and it also has like all the MCU, well, pretty much all the MCU voice actors and stuff in it. It's incredible. I highly recommend. And then also all these cards, the prehistoric Avengers are also all very powerful, great cards down there as well. But that's for 5,000. This would be 6,000 here, but I assume it's Infinity Ultron because it's claiming I already have it. How that's not Doctor Strange, I have no clue. I thought he came out after Infinity Ultron, but maybe I'm wrong. But I could have sworn that was true. But anyway, eventually, see, I still have Doom here, but eventually, Doom 2099, eventually, this will actually go to, I believe, Hydra Stomper, and that's when I'll get him for 6,000. And then the Ultimate is still 5,000. I suggest only getting, because this could essentially be a full card that could completely change your gameplay and make you way better. I suggest only getting this for your absolute favorite characters. I'm probably just going to get the Rogue and Gambit one, because when you max out one character, you get emotes for that character, which I've almost never seen anyone use them at all. I've maybe seen some Wolverine ones, which they may have gotten in another way actually, but it's possible that person did just have bajillion Wolverines and or played Wolverine that much that they could just loop them over and over and over. Unfortunately, because Rogue and Gambit are super niche in this game, I was not grinding them the whole time for that. And also, I just don't have very high win odds using them, which is just an unfortunate truth of this game, but I don't know, maybe they'll make different variations, well, like actual different named cards of them at some point, who knows. Maybe they'll be like Extreme Xmen or something, who knows. I do want the Extreme Rogue in this game though, with the red outfit, with the red and black outfit, like it's a very different look, inner shades. I think that'd be pretty cool. But anyway, this one is also worth, so this is up top, at the top here. This one's also worth noting, there are 3 brand new cards in here, I didn't show that before. Because I didn't even know they're in the game until I played after, and just I found a person that had them all. So yeah, the gameplay of that will also be up at some point. It may already be up at the point you see this video. It probably will be. So yeah, I'll just say just watch the video before it. I'm just gonna put them up in order because this is the easiest for me to tell you guys. But yeah, it'll be like an hour-long video. They're there. I have the timestamp in on the thumbnail of when they happen. I believe it's 9 minutes and 2 seconds for these cards. And then a really powerful Strange Supreme shows up later too. Which was really hard for me to not draw Strange Supreme because I figured he could be absolutely bonkers. But there were, I'll just say, so people have used Cerebro and they're saying mutants are coming next month. So that's going to be super freaking awesome. So I'm going to be going for that and saving everything, all this stuff up for that. And then I'll also show you how to claim your tokens here at the end of the video, which we're almost at here, but I just want to show what's all in this one for my account. Your account might look different, but these are all like, almost all of these have been massively game-changing cards. Almost all of these are. Like, yeah, I can just tell you I've been completely owned by every single card in this at some point in the game. Yep, every single one of these cards I've been completely owned by. Although I will say Anti-Venom and Agent Venom are rare. Arden is rare too. Frigga is rare as well. Hydra Bob is a rare one because he got nerfed. Joaquin Torres is rare as well. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And then Marvel Boy is rare now too. Although all these cards are being awesome. Oh, Red Wing is very rare to actually lose too. Red Wing might be the weakest in this whole set. But like, there's even a Toxin deck that just wrecked me not that long ago. It's absolutely awesome if you have just the right cards. And then War Machine would help my hero deck the most if I had it, but I'd have to give up on some stuff I don't know if I'm willing to do, but it would make the deck better. Probably. But anyway, I just like using mutants and whatnot for my 4 costs. Anyway, and then here's some other cards that are pretty dang good. Like, Super Giant's really rare. I deceive it. Freaking Grandmaster. See, that's also why I didn't play Gambit a ton, because you're supposed to play Grandmaster with him, and then you can essentially nuke all your enemy's cards. Which is why Gambit is banned in certain game modes. I assume that's why he was. Because in that particular game mode, it seemed like it was way easier to do that combo. I think people really underestimate Fastest. I've lost so many games with him. Look, give each card in your deck -1 cost or +2 power. It's probably because he doesn't always roll -1 cost. But if you have Sebastian Shaw in your deck at all, he just instantly got stronger. And you very well might, because I see them in Airshim decks, which is what he's designed to be in. But I've seen him in non-Airshim decks too. But it just seems like it's insanely good. Like, he should be in theory completely overpowered. But I'm wondering if his value isn't high enough at just 3/4 actually on the field for the guaranteed power there. But I don't get that, because yeah, he unbalances every single card in the game once you play him. If it even had balance in the first place. But anyway, that's a breakdown of those. Let me know if you want to further learn about any of the cards listed here. Oh, Miss Marvel's also rare now, because she was unbelievably powerful. I lost like for like a freaking month on end to her. They had to nerf her. It was absolutely outrageous. Anyway, see you next time, everybody. And then the tokens, you can claim them, which this should just say. This should be a pop-up that freaking tells you. But yeah, it's this post that says Snap packs are here. It's... Wait, what? But they gave me even more? Expires in 3 weeks. Expires in 8 weeks. Oh, grab this... Why does this only expire in 3 weeks? I wonder if that's a returning players thing. Maybe that's a returning players bonus that they just want to give to everybody as well. Although there are some months that I haven't played the game, so the game may have calculated that out and given me that. That's still like nowhere near enough tokens to represent you actually not playing, but I mean, I'll take any amount of more tokens. That's just, I mean, now I have 51,000 here, so another 4,000 is another 5,000, and that's another potentially game-changing card. Unfortunately, this displayed incorrectly. I gave them 1 day to fix this, which is also why I didn't upload the other previous video. I gave them 1 day to fix this display. It was not fixed, so I'm going to call them out on it. And it's only for this. In my other video, which is also why I drug on, I showed the info on the phone. This will look right. Essentially, the quick of it. This will look right on the phone. For my display, it does not look right on the PC landscape mode for whatever freaking reason. But with the release of Snap Packs, we have removed Spotlight Keys and the Spotlight Catch from the game. All of your unused Spotlight Keys, which I had like, that's why I have 51,000. I had like 16 of them or 17 of them, have been converted into, and also had 15,000 to begin with, the collector shards before it happened. Collector's tokens at a rate of 3,000 per key. You can use these tokens to purchase new cards and packs snaps in the card shop, which I already showed. But basically, this just essentially increases your odds of getting something by 50%, essentially, because there was 4 pulls before. Oh, yes, you could 1-pull stuff. I 1-pulled stuff a few times, like Silver Samurai, which was amazing, because then I could get other stuff. But there are other cards, like Nebula, that took me ages to actually unlock, and I had to wait for it to go free, which really I was losing so much because of that. So I do like the freaking side of this. It's cool. I do have a deck with Nebula now that I use her with Jean Grey, which is just so awesome. because Jean Grey forces people to play a card, with at least one card in his own. Most people can only play one card a turn. So then Nebula, because no cards being played against her, she's just powering up on the side, and super fun. And it is very good for certain dailies. Although I may have found ways to do those even better now. The new cards came out. But it's still one of my all-time favorite decks to play, Jean Grey with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's just essentially the whole deck. Maybe Goliath there, depends if he's banned or not for that game mode. So let's just claim these 51,000. This is how it goes. And there it was. I guess I could have left that picture up a little longer, but whatever. I'll put it in the thumbnail. Oh my goodness, grabbing that frame is going to be tricky. Can we click it to see it bigger again? No, we can't. But anyway, here's a smaller one. This just came out. I didn't even know this was in the game. From Marvel Snap. Here's 4,000 tokens to celebrate. Head over to the new card shop for a Collector Series 5 pack. Now, this is why people are just buying all the new cards, I see, because they got an influx of currency. Here, this I'll leave up for a little longer. My goodness, grabbing that frame is going to be something. I'm going to do it for you guys, though. I'm going to find a way to find that frame, even though it only had up for a few seconds. It should totally be possible to still get it. Even if I have to play back the video in slow-mo, but I think I can probably get it in real time. I've trained for these things. But anyway, it's what I do. But yeah, essentially I've 71,700. That's a lot. That's a lot. It's 6,000 per card. I'm gonna run a calculation, but I don't know if I want to pull any of this stuff before I guarantee get all the new mutants, because there's gonna be like freaking borderline 4 to 8 new mutants, I think, or at least just cards in that season. But I think they're all mutants. It's supposed to be mutant season, and I'm all for that. Also, the season after that is it's rumored to be Fantastic Four because it's the new film. I don't know if that's actually true though. But that's why I'm very lenient to say that stuff. I've only ever mentioned if it actually matters to the player that's seen here, and I've actually seen what appears to be official card art of. But that's just a rumor. But I've never seen them be wrong. I will say that, and that's also why I actually say it. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't want to name names of the cards because that might not be final, but like, yeah. Like, if they're doing variants, they need to do variants of Gambit and Goliath and Magic that you can definitely claim that their abilities could work in different ways. Gambit's maybe a little tricky to claim that. Goliath, they've already changed it several times. So you just make a different one that has a similar but weaker ability to the prior version of the card. And then Magic is just absurd. Magic has multiple... She has her Eldritch Armor that she can cast. Why is that just not what she becomes and not... And just stop and just don't have her do the final turn? Like open up the Limbo Portal. She doesn't have to do that. She also has a magical sword she can use. But anyway, like that, I just think it's silly that they're outright banning cards instead of just changing them for that game mode. But the game is in desperate situations. Like, if this doesn't actually work and bring back new players, like, even the top other content creators are just saying the game is pretty much done at that point. But Marvel Rifles is here, so, and it actually has tons of characters I like now in it, including a new main with Emma Frost. So, yeah, you'll be probably seeing more of that on the channel as well. Let me know in the comment section down below if you want to see even more of that. And I will see you guys next time. Let me know if any other questions you want. But yeah, this is it. Series 6 to 6,000. This rotates every 8 hours. This resets every 16 hours, but that's just for this free 50 that you can get every 16 hours. And also, thank you, Game Devs, for making that 24 hours and not every 8 hours. The every 8 hours of the freaking credits is annoying as frick. I don't even grab it every 8 hours. It's just too annoying. Honestly, it should be 75, which would be the same amount every 24 hours. But whatever. Like they want play hours. That's what keeps the server up. So they're going to have stuff like that. But at least they didn't do that with these tokens. But anyway, see you next time, everybody. And that's mostly just because I'm a content creator, so I generally record everything. And I don't like playing actually on the phone this game. Although it plays beautifully from what I've seen. I will state that. But I just prefer that PC UI. Anyway, see you next time, everybody. Oh, and these Series 4s are 3,000 for one. So that's how you guarantee get it. It's 2,000 for this. Like, all this stuff is generally fair-ish. Although I still think these Ultimates maybe are over-ticketed, but over-tokened, I should say. It's technically a token. But we'll see. Like, they are cool as frick. Like, this Alex Horley, excuse me. Adam Warlock is just completely epic. But my voice is starting to go there. You can hardly be able to English right there. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. You can like, you can sub, you can do all that stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Stay mutant strong. Stay marvelous. Oh yeah, Kunlun and Hydra Stomper are out. Wait, let's end it with Hydra Stomper because he is a new card. I will get him eventually, for sure, for sure. I actually would have just pulled on him, but I'm going to be checking every 8 hours. And that probably should stay every 8 hours, honestly. It's annoying, but like, that's how you actually can get all the cards. Because if you're missing cards, you need that sucker resetting every 3 hours. And you can absolutely get all the Series 3s free to play. I've done it. Like, you will get them all. Although it might take some time, but you will get them all because they... And then occasionally they'll make other ones be... They'll make Series 4s, like Series 5s will drop to 4, 4 will drop to 3, and they'll be free. I wish they did that at the same consistency that they used to in the game. The game was way easier to acquire cards back then, but this is their new system to try to fix it, and hopefully it's going to make the game better than ever. I'll see you next time, everybody. And the biggest downside to this, I'll just quickly say as a final thought, is the Spotlight art is gone. They're probably going to try to fully monetize the Spotlight art, and that's a shame. Because I don't think Gambler Rogue ever became it. But there is a Spotlight. There is a collector's, like... what the frick? I don't even recall what it's the Collector's Vault. That's what it's called. The Collector's Vault has the Spotlight catches that you may have missed before in it for gold. I think they should also add a token price to that. And then you'd essentially recreate the same system that was there before, just more random. While also not being random, because you just directly put the thing in and get the thing you want. It just only displays like 6 cards or something. Anyway, see you next time, everybody. But I think that's a quick way that they could... I don't think it would cost much money for them to change. To just add that in for people that have everything. So then they can actually spend their tokens and they're not just sitting on stuff. But that's for like 1% of the players or something. Or all the pros. The ultra pros. Because you can be a pro with this. Just make the best deck in your set. There's only like 12 cards. Maybe there'd be a few more depending on what cards you use. But it's going to be very hard to break 30 cards. Yeah, it's going to be very hard to break 30 cards. Your hand might have a few more, but your deck wouldn't. But anyway, see you next time, probably. But anyway, see you next time, everybody. But there is Agamotto, so yeah, some of the new cards, I haven't done the full calculation on what that would be. Let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like to know that. I'll see you next time, everybody. Later. Yeah, let's end it with Hydra Stomper being shown. And these other new cards are great. Let's show them again. Oh, when a card moves, follow it, gain +2 power, Batroc the Leaper. I don't think I read them out, actually. Fan Fei, activate, move your other cards here to the right. Topaz, after you play a card here, move it to the middle. People are saying these are crazy powerful. Well, I haven't seen some of the other breakdowns, and I also want to hear you guys' feedback in the comment section down below. How good these really are, because I really like using move decks. They're phenomenal for Sanctum Sanctorum game mode. So those might be even better for that game mode. We'll see. Maybe I'll pick them up, maybe, because I like move decks, but I don't want to do it now. But anyway, Hydra Stomper, ongoing, +1 power for each time one of your cards move this game. So obviously you're supposed to have... He's going to play very well with those new cards as well. And they may have just done that because I realized Hydra Stomper was highly questionable before those cards came out. I'm going to see what he's like with it when I do get it, but I'll see you next time, everybody. Later. This wasn't the quickest of videos, but it was way better than the other one. Anyway, stay mutant strong, stay marvelous. See you next time. And also, you could be a new viewer that didn't see any of the other ones, so there, you're all covered then. The only difference, I'll just show it ultra super quick. The only difference was the Spotlight Catch thing. But I'm not going to read out everything in that. It was the new album, actually. It's this album right here. Anyway, see you next time. Later.